the tiny creatures with a giant role. In the gentle hum of a meadow lives a creature so small, yet so powerful, the bee. Their delicate wings carry more than nectar. They carry the weight of ecosystems, agriculture, and balance itself. Bees may seem ordinary, but their unseen work sustains much of life itself, from flowers to fruits, forests to fields. Their labor connects the visible with the unseen. To truly understand bees is to realize they are not just honeymakers. They are guardians of existence, far more important than many imagine. Bees and the balance of nature. Nature thrives on balance, and bees are at its very core each day. They move silently from flower to flower, weaving together the cycle of pollination that sustains plants, animals, and humans alike. Without bees, ecosystems would falter, food chains would collapse, and gardens would wither into silence. Their buzzing is not random noise. It is the sound of harmony in action. Every wing beat, every transfer of pollen, holds the power to sustain life. Bees are threads, holding nature's fabric together, ensuring balance never breaks. Pollination, the invisible gift of bees. Pollination may seem invisible to our eyes, yet it is one of the most vital processes on Earth. Bees carry pollen from one flower to another, giving birth to fruits, seeds, and life itself. Their tireless flights sustain more than 80% of flowering plants worldwide. Apples, almonds, cucumbers, berries all exist because of their gift. While the wind and other insects help, bees are the most faithful pollinators. This invisible service, repeated millions of times a day, ensures harvests continue, seeds spread, and life regenerates again and again. How bees support global food security. Food security may seem linked only to crops like rice or wheat, but in truth, bees are hidden guardians of what we eat. They sustain fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, the very foods that enrich our diets. Without them, our meals would lose color, diversity, and essential nutrition. Even livestock relies indirectly on crops pollinated by bees. Imagine plates without fruits, shelves without nuts, markets without flavors. Quite literally, the hum of bees is present in every meal we consume, making them pillars of global food security. Bees and the survival of plant species. The survival of countless plants rests on the wings of bees. Over millions of years, flowers and bees have formed a partnership where one cannot thrive without the other. Some plants cannot reproduce at all without the delicate touch of bee pollination. Without bees, wildflowers vanish, meadows grow barren, forests lose their color. Bees breathe continuity into green life, ensuring variety, resilience, and genetic strength. Protecting bees is protecting the very future of plants and safeguarding the vibrant canvas of Earth's living landscapes. The link between bees and biodiversity. Biodiversity is life's greatest strength, and bees are its silent architects. Their pollination sustains flowering plants, which feed insects, birds, and mammals. This interwoven web allows forests to bloom, gardens to flourish, and wildlife to thrive. Without bees, ecosystems would unravel, habitats would weaken, and biodiversity would fade away. A quieter, emptier world would emerge, stripped of resilience and beauty. Protecting bees is not just saving insects. It is saving the very web of life itself, the unseen connections that hold our planet in balance. Bees as silent guardians of ecosystems. Bees are silent guardians, protectors of the natural balance that sustains us all. By pollinating wild plants, they regenerate forests, spread grasslands, and strengthen coastlines. They ensure habitats remain strong, providing shelter, food, and oxygen for countless species. Their quiet presence shields ecosystems from collapse under climate pressures. Though often unnoticed, their labor sustains the very foundation of life. Each flight, each visit to a flower is a reminder that even the smallest creatures can carry the greatest responsibility for Earth's survival. Economic value of bee pollination. Bees are billion-dollar workers, fueling the global economy. Farmers depend on their pollination to increase yields, improve quality, and sustain markets. Without bees, crop production would fall sharply, food prices would soar, and artificial pollination would fail to match their efficiency. fruits, nuts, and coffee would grow scarce and expensive. Their unpaid service silently powers industries worth more than we can measure. Protecting bees is not only an ecological duty, it is an economic necessity for the prosperity of societies and the survival of future markets. Honey and beyond, the resources bees provide. When we think of bees, honey is the first treasure that comes to mind. Golden, sweet, and nourishing. It has been cherished for centuries, yet bees offer much more. Beeswax, propolis, royal jelly, pollen, each with unique uses in medicine, nutrition, and industry. These gifts go beyond food. They heal, they protect, they inspire. Every drop of honey carries the labor of thousands of flights and millions of flowers. Bees give generously, more than most humans ever realize, leaving behind treasures far beyond honey. Bees in human culture and history. Across history, bees have been symbols of wisdom, diligence, and unity. Ancient Egyptians revered them as messengers between humans and the divine. Greek philosophers admired their order and community. Civilizations used honey in rituals, trade, and medicine, giving bees a place in cultural heritage. Their cooperative societies inspired humans to reflect on unity and strength. Even today, bees symbolize resilience, harmony, and tireless work. The bond between bees and humans stretches beyond survival. It is a relationship of respect, built over centuries of shared existence. The decline of bee populations worldwide. But now, the world faces a crisis. Bee populations are declining at alarming rates. Habitat loss, pesticides, disease, and climate change are silencing their once thriving colonies. Fields once buzzing with life now grow quiet. This decline threatens not only food production, but the survival of countless plants and animals. Scientists warn, losing bees could unravel entire ecosystems. It is not just their disappearance we risk. It is the collapse of nature's balance. The absence of bees would echo louder than any warning we could imagine. Threats bees face in the modern world, modern life, has placed heavy burdens on bees. Expanding cities erase wild habitats. Pesticides seep into their bodies, weakening their health. Industrial farming reduces floral diversity, starving their colonies. Climate change shifts blooming seasons, leaving them without food. Even diseases and parasites spread faster in weakened hives. Alone, each threat is harmful. Together, they form a storm bees cannot survive without help. Their struggles mirror our own. If we fail to protect them, humanity risks losing one of its greatest allies in survival. Why losing bees means losing more than honeybees are more than honeymakers. They are life makers. Without them, our world would lose food diversity, ecological strength, and cultural richness. Their absence would ripple through economies, forests, and human traditions. Imagine a future with fewer colors, fewer flavors, fewer blossoms in spring. Losing bees would not be a simple absence. It would be a wound to Earth's soul. Protecting them means preserving our very way of life. For bees are creators of balance, beauty, and sustenance. Conservation efforts and our responsibility toward bees. Yet, there is hope. Around the world, people are planting wildflowers, restoring habitats, reducing pesticides, and supporting local beekeepers. Each action, however small, carries weight. Conservation is not only global, it is personal. Planting a garden, choosing eco-friendly practices, raising awareness, all create ripples of change. By protecting bees, we protect ourselves. Their survival is inseparable from our own. Let us walk gently, humbly, and gratefully beside them, ensuring their wings continue to carry life into tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an upload. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay inspired and keep going forward.